Okay, welcome back. We're going to go over what I watched and what I listened to in February of 2023. We're going to start with Letterboxd first, and then we'll go to Spotify for my playlist. I really got back on my movie challenge, movie goal, and so I was like, I gotta get through these silent films or I'm gonna be stuck here by the time December comes around, which I don't want to be stuck here. Although I am still stuck here. Like, it's March now and I'm still in the silent era. Okay, so I watched The Gold Rush, which was a Charlie Chaplin film, which had very extremely high ratings. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know. I think if I had to choose, I think I like Charlie Chaplin more than I do Buster Keaton. I've now tried to watch two films by Buster Keaton and I've had to turn them both off because I just can't. Then I watched a Harold Lloyd, who I also prefer, again, over Buster Keaton. I'm sorry, Buster. So that was For Heaven's Sake, which I thought it was pretty good. I gave it 3.5. Very dramatic, but not as dramatic and like forced feeling that I got when I was watching Buster Keaton stuff. Next, I went on to Carnival of Souls. This wasn't on my challenge list, but this was just something that didn't make that challenge list. Again, this challenge that I have, I'm just gonna put in my summary of it right here. So yeah, so this was on the alternate 2023 list, and because I didn't want to watch a silent film and I was like, I'm gonna watch something else, I chose this. It's a very B movie, apparently it has a cult following. I've never heard of it. Yeah, it wasn't good. This is the 60s. I could hear everything. I could hear the lady. I felt like I could hear them swallowing. I could hear them blink. I don't know like what type of microphone they're using, but that thing was, maybe they need to give it to me because like I'm struggling with my microphone. The sound was like, it was too much. I could hear the lady walking from like far away all the way up. I'm like, I should not be able to hear her walking. So that wasn't bothering me. It was very loud and also the movie just wasn't good. So 2.5. Then the next one was a suggestion by my sister. It was like one of Alfred Hitchcock's like first film. I think it was the third ever. I'll have to fact check. So it's called The Lodger, A Story of the London Fog. I thought it was pretty good. I gave it 3.5, but this is like what I was talking about where I wish Letterboxd had more increments because I would have given it like a 3.8, 3.7, 3.8, you know, not a full 4, but it was good. Like it kept me entertained from start to finish. So I'm gonna say it's a 3.8, which I mean it's Alfred Hitchcock, so I have a couple more of his films sprinkled in on my challenge list, so I'm looking forward to that. The next was a limited series, The Outsider, which premiered in like 2020. It was good. I think I'm gonna forever be a stan of Jason Bateman. He can direct the hell out of a script. I really, really wish that they would have maybe brought him back, towards the end, or even just rewrote the end. Like, I did not like how this show ended. It really felt like a cop out and just like, what? Is this how it was written in the book? Like, did they end the book like this, or was this like, who decided this? Don't make any more decisions again, please. Okay, and then my last film for February was Coherence. I gave it 4 stars. It came out in 2019. I thought that there's at one point I had either deja vu or I was like, I've seen this before, and maybe I didn't finish watching it. I mean, it kind of is like one of those movies where it's like, it's very common, like it's something that's been done before. So maybe that's where I was just like, what is this or something? I don't know. But it was pretty good. Typical like multi, I don't even know what it's called, but very much so done before, will be done again in the future. But it was good. I think I read online that it was like filmed in a short amount of time. It did give very like low budget vibes, I'll say. But it was a good story that held it up, and like good writing and good acting too. That's why I got 4 out of 5. And that's it. That's all I watched. So moving on to this playlist is at 2 hours and 3 minutes. The first song, True Faith, I don't remember what that's from. I think it's a lot of times I will Shazam songs from my movies, and then that's why it's on this list. Then again, another song by Maggie Rogers from Surrender, Horses, which I was really into. Another song by Carol, The Smashing Pumpkins. The reason why that was on there is because I watched High School, the TV show about Tegan and Sarah's life, which ended on a cliffhanger. And apparently they're trying to get the funding to bring it back. And I'm gonna need people to start donating. And I'm gonna need people to start donating. I'm gonna need them, Tegan and Sarah, to like reach out to their friends or something, because I mean, they need to do something, because you can't just end on a cliffhanger. I don't like that. And a lot of times when I was watching it, I had to tell myself, like, this is legit, people. Like, this isn't fake. I mean, I don't know how much is true and how much they dramatized, but it's real. That's why I have Today by the Smashing Pumpkins on there. And then I have the entirety of basically then I think pretty much all of Paramore's new album, This Is Why. I went to the record release party, and I'll insert in some clips from there, but I got to meet up with my friend from the internet and listen to the album in full, and then also I got a flexi disc and a poster, and I thought that was pretty nice. So thank you, Paramore, for the invitation. And thank you for the album, because I love it. I want to know, if you listen to that album, what's your favorite song? Mine at the moment, this point in time, on March 5th, 2023, at 6 p.m., my favorite song is Figure Eight. Then I'll say You First. I'm just going to give you those two. So then the next one, I'm running out of time on here twice for some reason. I have Younger and Dumber by Indigo. Another lockdown find. You should check out Indigo's music. It's really good. Really, like, not even just, I feel like good is an understatement. It's just like very truthful and very vulnerable. And I think that's what, in my opinion, some of the music is missing, I guess. I don't know. I'm a very much lyrics person. I grew up writing poems, and writing is just my thing. I really like when artists are vulnerable in their writing. Sometimes when the music isn't drowning it out, because then I'll pay attention to the music. I can't multitask. I have a song on here that I don't even recognize, and I think that is something I added from a movie or show I was watching. And then we have a Peach Pit. Peach Pit, I found them in 2019, I think, or 2018. And then I was supposed to see them in 2020, but we all know what happened then. But I did get to see them in 2022. Sunny Day Real Estate. Lockdown Find. Love their music. Of course, they're not making music anymore. But I did see that they're on tour, and I was just like, what? No one told me. Radiohead. Two-Way Mirror by Loath. Just very like shoegazy. Little Girl Blue and the Battle Envy. Skaty Polly. It's a really good song. Another Radiohead. Wolf Alice. Visions of the Light. I have that album on vinyl. Oh wait, no I don't. I have their other album on vinyl. Beth Orton, Stolen Car. It's a really good song. It has a really nice like guitar solo towards the end of it, I think, or the middle. So if you like that guitar music, you'll like that song. Deftones. I'm not even gonna go into this. I feel like, why does it feel like there's a meme, maybe on TikTok or something? I don't even remember how I got into them. Miss Grit, Blonde, Lockdown Fine. Miss Grit just came out with a new album, so you should go listen to it. Last one, Lost Star from The Outsider. So that tells you where that came from. And that's pretty much that. Thanks for listening to me talk about what I listened to and watched in February. See you again at the end of this month or the beginning of April for this month's playlist and watch list. Goodbye and good night.